As we conclude this wild adventure, we invite you to subscribe to Wild Battle and join our community of nature enthusiasts. Share your insights and suggestions in the comments as we continue to explore the fascinating world of animal competitions, battles, and hunts. In previous episodes of Battle of the Animals, we've already seen what a successful hunter the hungry jaguar is. It can easily track down even a crocodile, attack, and stay in this fight as a winner. Jaguars very often hunt caimans. Having killed such a large prey, the predator stays near it and eats it in 2 tries. But things don't always end so smoothly. There were cases when the jaguar itself almost became a victim to the toothy reptile. Here you see how the crocodile dragged the cat of prey into the water, and only a few seconds later, by some miracle, the jaguar managed to get out. Next comes the battle of the eternal enemies, 3 lionesses in front of a crowd of hungry and wild hyenas. The fight is, as always, over the prey that the hyenas want to brazenly take from the lions. The lionesses fiercely defend their dinner, but I'm uncertain whether they could hold out much longer because the nimble hyenas outnumber them by several times, and the hyenas have a much stronger bite. Even giraffe bones can be bitten off with their jaws. It's good that a big male lion came to the rescue, scaring away all the hyenas just by looking at them. A leopard versus a cheetah. The cheetah can run at a speed of 65 kilometers per hour in 2 seconds and run 110 kilometers per hour, but this speed did not help it to escape from the leopard, which likes to sit in an ambush. Protecting its possessions, the leopard behaves very intolerant and shows extreme aggression towards cheetahs, its relatives, and members of the feline family. It was the violation of the leopard's territory that caused the cheetah's death, but they are quite tolerant towards individuals of their species, even showing friendliness when encountering them at hunting grounds. Do you think there's no predator scarier than a bloodthirsty crocodile? Then take a look at what an enraged elephant is capable of. The animal has been thrashing about in the water for a while, but soon it becomes clear that the elephant is attempting to deal with its toothy opponent using its trunk. And as we can see, it's quite successful. The mongoose versus the cobra. Because of its uncommonness in the form of hunting poisonous snakes, mongooses are very much loved in India and are very frequently kept as pets. For the local population, the value of the mongoose is not so much in value as a kind of guardian of the human dwelling from various kinds of snakes. As you can see, the cobra immediately rose to the attack stance, all the time keeping the enemy in front, because if it even for a second turns away, it will immediately grab for the head of the nimble mongoose. There is a myth that the mongoose is not afraid of cobra venom, but it has virtually no immunity. If the snake bites it, it can die. In our case, the cobra was more nimble and managed to bite it right on the nose, and that was the end of their fight. The fate of this brave mongoose is unknown. The elephant mother and its calf wanted to quench their thirst with fresh water, but their plans were not meant to be fulfilled. Suddenly, a toothy crocodile emerged from the water and clamped onto its trunk. The reptile immediately dragged its prey underwater, but the clever creature managed to escape from the deadly jaws. The snake wanted to bask in the warm sun, so it lay down to rest on the road. Suddenly, a tough-eared troublemaker appeared on the horizon, doing everything possible to make the reptile deeply regret its decision. But the rabbit found it quite amusing. The battle between the 2 hoofed animals often ends in a complete total failure for one of them. This buffalo is trying with all its might to stay on its feet and retaliate for its public humiliation. But alas, its opponent is too strong to be dealt with one-on-one. Dust show? No. It's just a rhinoceros and an elephant that can't get along. With such successes, let's hope that they at least by the evening will sort out their complicated relationship. We know from children's tales that hares and crows don't particularly like each other. And here's a vivid example. Several crows are attempting to attack the hare, but it doesn't give up, And with impressive maneuvers, it shows the audacious birds who's the boss here. For some reason, these two antlerless moose believe that serious confrontations between tough guys should look like this. They waved their hooves a bit, engaged in a staring contest, and that's enough. Time to go and relax. An entire pride of lions lay in wait, seeking the right moment to launch their attack. However, the mother of a young giraffe had no intention of letting any harm come to its calf from the persistent felines. It shielded its baby with its body and showed the lionesses its unwavering resolve to protect its little one by any means necessary. One lion was about to attack a lone buffalo, but the situation unexpectedly turned against it. The horned beast even cornered it against a rock, but timely clawed assistance arrived. Quickly changing tactics, the predators, with combined efforts, brought the prey down and presumably had a hearty dinner. But that's not certain. The lion, being the true king of the jungle, decided to find out why an audacious intruder had ventured into its territory. The initial glance and intimidating roar were meant as warnings, but soon it escalated into a fierce battle, in which the bear realized that it was not welcome there. It quickly retreated from the battlefield. A hungry bear had planned to have a satisfying meal until unwanted guests decided to join in. The wolf pack repeatedly tried to seize such a tasty piece of meat, but the brown predator was ready to defend its rights until the end. Thus, the wolves had to disperse with empty stomachs. Curious monkeys are easy prey for crocodiles, so one primate found itself trapped in the middle of a water hole. Perhaps its final moments were already counted. But the predator made a fatal mistake. It approached closer to the shore, where a whole troop of monkeys awaited, ready to stand up for their fellow. As a result, it ended up getting a taste of its own medicine. The buffalo observed the lurking cat for a while, and then thought, what the heck, and charged. As a result, this venture proved not in vain, and the predator, limping on one leg, fled far away. The crow has found an entertaining activity, teasing mice. Even though the meticulous bird clearly surpasses the mouse in size and persistence, the small rodent does not back down and calmly accepts the challenge. The crocodile, with its mouth open, seemed to entice the curious snake, and as soon as it approached, the toothy predator attempted to attack. However, its intended victim turned out to be no easy target and quickly seized the initiative. Realizing that the battle would be too fierce for both of them, the reptiles decided to part ways. Wildcats often subject buffaloes to exhausting pursuits, and when the horned animals take some time to catch their breath, the cats deliver crushing blows. However, it doesn't always go that way. Regularly, the predators risk receiving a powerful blow to the abdomen or resort to fleeing, biding their time on a tree to wait for a safer moment. The leopard was about to fill its belly with fresh meat when it was unexpectedly attacked by a courageous skunk. The daredevil even contemplated pursuing it, but within moments changed its plans and decided to return to its injured companion, a brave little one. The lioness desperately clawed at the body of its prey, trying to gain the upper hand. But the zebra was not about to give up so easily and did everything possible to make its attacker suffer as well. The swan clearly didn't like the random passerby walking in the park with its owner. The haughty bird flared its feathers and attempted several times to strike the frightened dog with its wings. Luckily, the instigator of the fight quickly calmed down when it realized that there was no threat from the four-legged creature. The confident snake was absolutely certain that it would have a satisfying meal. However, the moment the rabbit sensed the real danger, it decided to vividly demonstrate all of its fighting talents. The hapless reptile had no idea what it had gotten itself into. A Bengal tiger engaged in a desperate battle with a grizzly bear, considered one of the deadliest in the world. Emitting shrieks and roars, the tiger tried to neutralize its opponent, but the bear launched a counterattack. At first, neither of them wanted to give in, But towards the end of the fight, the predatory cat decided to retreat. Who would have thought that there would be nothing left of an Asian hornet, quite literally after being attacked by a huge praying mantis? It's reassuring to know that these green creatures will come to our rescue if hornets pose a threat to humanity as a whole. The elephant and the rhinoceros faced a major dilemma. Who would turn out to be stronger and more aggressive? The confrontation had already escalated into a real standoff, but suddenly the elephant stepped back, started crushing tree branches demonstratively, and then hurriedly left the bewildered opponent behind. An enraged elephant decides to attack two hippos who came to drink water. The mother defends the attack for both of them, since its calf is not yet capable of defending itself. And it takes the brunt of it, so much so that it has to flee from the swift adversary. Thank you for watching this video on Wild Battle. To stay engaged with our upcoming content featuring animal rivalries, battles, and hunting scenes, don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment to let us know what you enjoyed most.